Update 6 is coming in May, and I did a bit more scrounging around and was able to find some more details and information to share with you guys regarding Thralls of the Twilight. I think this will explain more of the little sneak peeks that we were wondering about in the teaser trailer we got yesterday. And thanks to the people that commented on that news video, giving me some insights about things I hadn't noticed as well. Triple I did a great job bringing attention to this teaser trailer. But digging a little further, I found some articles here and there that give us more information, particularly this article from PC Gamer, where Christopher Livingston interviewed one of the Enshrouded devs last week and clearly was saving this article until the teaser trailer came out. They're kind of referring to this update as Rebirth of the Shroud, even though Enshrouded's creative director says it is called Thralls of Twilight. Keen didn't feel like the Shroud was strong enough from their perspective yet, so they're introducing new enemies, as well as improving the topology in the Shroud, adding more points of interest to see, and also some new mechanics that'll hopefully make combat more interesting. So when we were wondering, is this a new building down there? Yes, it is. So this is falling under that category on the roadmap of Improved Shroud. It lists visuals, locations, and rewards. And getting to the rewards, they talk about how you'll be able to find special gems that you can insert into weapons that have various abilities. So there are different ways of finding these gems. You can sometimes get them during combat, and sometimes you'll find them in treasure chests. And it seems like the more rare the chest that you find, the more likely it is to have one of these gems hidden in it. Different gems will give you different abilities. And the way that you use these has to do with a new mechanic regarding weapons that you'll be able to find after the update. So once the gems are introduced in the update, the weapons you'll find will have a chance to obtain a slottable socket to fit a gem into it. Once you insert it into the weapons, they'll have various different abilities. I'm thinking we saw a couple of these in the trailer. This gliding with an explosion, and look at this guy pulling that out and causing that big yellow explosion knockback. Now, I don't play Melee, so if that's something that already exists, y'all let me know. We get a pretty good look of this sword here that he's using, and of course it looks like it has gems on it, but a lot of the current weapons do, just for decorative purposes. So how do we get these special gems into our special slottable socket? Not in our cozy little base, they say. We're going to have to find special forges hidden in special dangerous places around the world. So that's where this Unleash Unstoppable Power location in the Shroud is going to come into play. When we zoom in on the close-up of it, you can see it kind of almost looks like there is a gem at the top of this machine. And it almost looks like some kind of a press. So I'm thinking this is what's going to press the gem into the socket of the weapon that you're going to use it on. They put them into the Shroud to give us more reasons to go into the Shroud and spend time there rather than just running straight through in a line without having to deal with anything. Once you get a gem set up in a weapon that has a special effect that you really like, if you want, you can keep that special effect across the rest of the game to basically level up with you, they say. And just like finding rare armor or weapons in general, the higher a weapon rarity, the higher chance that it is also going to have a slot for a gem. The dev says you can mix and match, insert any gem into any weapon. But to do so, you have to unlock the slot first, which is one step, and then you have to insert the gem into the weapon, which you can do in these special places that are mainly found within the Shroud. I notice they say mainly found within the Shroud. I wonder if there will be any of them outside of the Shroud for people that just really don't like going there. And although we can mix and match them when we're creating them, I also wonder, can we take them out and use them again in a different weapon, or are they used up once we've put it in one weapon and it's done? Another significant part of this update that wasn't really shown in the trailer is that nighttime is getting an overhaul. They want to give players more reason to actually go out at night, not just sit it out or sleep. So they're going to be adding specific things that only appear at night. Some things that can be found only at night and are also necessary to solve certain problems that they're going to be throwing at us. Is this related to new quests? A separate article by Rock Paper Shotgun mentions that regarding improvements to the nighttime, there will also be enemy groups going around the world at night that we can find new rewards from. So this ties in with another part of their roadmap around having enemy patrols. Something mentioned by GameSpot that I hadn't seen anywhere else. They mentioned weapon mods, gem crafting, but they also talked about deconstruction. They don't really give any explanation of this, and I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that. However, when GameSpot is talking about combat balance tweaks, they do also say there will be a new weapon, specifically. Now, it's not entirely surprising that they're adding new weapons. However, they mention a new weapon like it's a significant one. And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist here, but Keen did put out this silly little short right before the teaser about people trying to figure things out of what's coming here and there. And one of the things that they mentioned over here is day 143 of asking for a greatsword. Just saying, is it coincidence? It is confirmed that our biggest request of having water will not be in this update. It's not really surprising. Crystallucus, I'm probably saying that wrong, says it's a tricky problem adding water to a dynamic voxel-based world where players can just pull the plug on a lake and it just flows somewhere. But they are working on this, and it's definitely going to happen. So that's fluid dynamic water. Now we know on the roadmap that there's going to be a water biome. Does this mean that all of the water in the world will be contained there? And we're not getting an actual water block that we can build with elsewhere? I think it's a possibility that water will just be contained in the water biome and the water biome hollow hall. But we'll keep our fingers crossed for that water block. Come on, if Minecraft can do it, you can too. We believe in you, Keen. Of course, this was a brief teaser trailer, and I expect that we'll definitely be getting more teasers and things revealed as we head up to the launch for Update 6. And I'll be keeping an eye out for all of them. Make sure to subscribe for more Enshrouded. Until next time, happy gaming.